And once again, we're going over how to get into sales and marketing without a degree. Now, I didn't graduate college. I've gotten into sales and marketing. I've gotten jobs doing it. I've run my own business doing it. I've created my own products. I've sold other people's products, and I make millions of dollars a year doing so. In fact, my business does as much as $900,000 a month marketing other people's products and affords me a really nice lifestyle. And you don't need a degree to do it. So I'll be going over how to get into it for yourself if you find marketing exciting and interesting and where you might lie in the scheme of things. Now, first to understand is there's a couple different types of sales and marketing. There's what's called B2C, B2B, B2E, and B2G. And what these stand for is business. This stands for business to consumer, meaning you are selling just regular goods like a hat, okay? Something that a person would buy, not a company. Whereas business to business is where a business is selling to another business. So for instance, this Google Jamboard, which is freaking awesome, costs over $5,000. This is a product that Google sells to educational institutions. I'm a YouTuber, so I guess I kind of qualify as an educational institution. Guys, put a like on this video if you use YouTube for all of your education, because I think YouTube's taken over education. But this is an example of a business-to-business purchase. Business to enterprise is when a business is selling to a large company. So an example would be if I was pitching brand deals to Google, if I was trying to sell Google a product, that would be business to enterprise. And there are probably companies in China who pitch Google and say, hey, we'll build the Jamboard for you. We'll build all this stuff, right? That's business to enterprise. And B to G is business to government. It's doing sales or marketing, trying to get government institutions as client. Now, there are lots of salespeople and marketers that work within Google that sell their products to government institutions. So for example, this Jamboard is oftentimes sold to government entities. So there are salespeople within Google that contact a school district or contact, the Department of Defense, and they say, hey, buy 100 of these, and we'll give you, it's only $1 million, right? Buy 100 of these for your entire school. You can make your school internet connected and make a lot of money. Now, I'm gonna be talking about these 4 different categories in here, but we're gonna be focusing on one of them. Now, first off to understand is that the average purchase price that people spend as a consumer is usually around $20. People make a $20 purchase of a hat, right? Whereas when a business is selling to a government institution, typically, the average deal size is in the millions of dollars, okay? So if you're selling to a school district, Jamboards, you're gonna be probably selling hundreds of them, and it's gonna be a deal worth millions of dollars. Now that leads us to another very important term to understand getting into sales and marketing is what's called sales cycle, okay? Now the sales cycle is how long it actually takes to close a deal, how long it takes, how many conversations, how many meetings it takes to come to a deal, an arrangement for a transaction. Now, when you're selling consumer products such as a hat, the sales cycle is really nothing. It's a day. Whereas when you're selling to a government, if Google's trying to work with a school district to purchase 1 million of these, you're talking about sales cycles of years, maybe 1 to 2 years. Is what you're talking about for even Google employees to close a deal with a large school district. But once again, the amount is much, much, much bigger. Getting into business to consumer sales doesn't require a lot of experience. As you see, you don't need any experience, okay? Generally speaking, you don't need any education either. The methods you're going to be selling are through the internet. You're going to be messaging people on the internet to purchase a product, or you're going to be using the telephone and getting somebody to actually call you, and then you give them the rationale for their purchase decision. And oftentimes in business to consumer sales, you're talking about a commission, okay? There really isn't much base pay for many companies that do B2C sales or marketing. Generally speaking, you're gonna earn anywhere from 10% commission to, maybe even 50% commission going around and selling products. Whereas in business to government sales, you're talking about they wanna see lots of education. They want to see you have degrees. They might even want to see you have a engineer degree or a master's degree in MBA. Also, you're talking about years of experience. If you want to work for Google selling to government entities, if you want to work doing sales or business development for Google selling to governments, you're going to have years of experience. You're also going to do most of your closes in person. You're not going to be collecting $2 million from somebody if you haven't met them before. And you're also talking about much bigger commissions. You're talking about much bigger base pay. Because the sales cycle is so long, you're gonna see base pays of $100,000 and above. But once again, these are for people that have years of experience. So this doesn't really make sense for us to talk about. So I'm actually just gonna X this whole thing out, because we're not going to talk about business to government, business to business sales, business to enterprise sales. We're going to be purely focused on business to consumer sales right here, which doesn't require education, it doesn't require experience, but generally speaking, there isn't much base pay. How do you get a job in sales and marketing though? Let's say you want to go that route, and that's the route I went. I started working for a company doing sales after I finished college. I left early. I just wanted to make money. And give a like if you're watching this and you're in college and you just want to make money. And also, I'd love to know, what college are you in if you go to college? Type in your college in the comments below. I'd love just to hear from you. But I started out in a it was a commission-only sales position that had a small base. So I was making about, I don't know, basically I got like $50 a day while I worked there to do sales, and I'd earn a commission if I closed any deals. Now, I was guaranteed to be fired within 3 months if I was not earning over the $50 base that they were paying me. It was pretty aggressive, and I didn't last there very long. I went into marketing. I was never really good at sales, and I went into marketing, and I went into working for ad agencies, and I was able to learn on the job, which was really good. So when you're working for a company, you learn through osmosis. You learn from the people that are all around you. And that's what I did. And I was able to grow. I used my job. I loved going to work each day because every day I was at work, I was learning. And I just took this attitude. I was so exciting, and I loved learning marketing most of all. So I would go into work each day and I was fired up. I said, I'm gonna be here for 12 hours and learn marketing, and I'm gonna get paid for it. I might have to deal with an asshole boss here or there, but I'm like, I'm getting paid to learn. The first place I'd start in getting jobs is I would start with online job boards, right? There's monster.com, there's Craigslist, and there's indeed.com, which are some common job boards. These are all great places to get your job. I found my job on Craigslist, okay? Craigslist has been around for 20 years and a lot of people post jobs in it. A lot of sales positions on there, a lot of marketing positions. My next suggestion would be to actually message companies directly. I think this is one of the most powerful ways to get jobs. A lot of people assume that the only way to find jobs is actually finding ones who have job openings. Now, I found that most companies actually don't post jobs online. They kind of need somebody, but they haven't got around to posting a job yet. And that's how my business works. I have about 15 people working for me, and I don't actually post positions online. I just, I talk with people. If people refer people to me, maybe I'll put a post out on Facebook and I'll say, hey, does anybody know anybody who can do this? So a lot of it is more informal. And if you actually are a go-getter and message companies directly that you're interested in working for, you have a much better chance of actually getting a job if they are hiring, because companies like initiative. Companies don't like lazy millennials who expect everything to be hand-fed to them. Because ultimately, that's what we're taught in society, is we're taught to kind of expect everything instant, now, etc., whereas a lot of it takes just good old hard work. Now, the third method for getting a job in sales and marketing without a degree is actually message employees of the companies you want to work for. So let's say you wanted to work for Google. Actually message some of the employees that are working there and ask them about their experience working for the company. Ask them about how they enjoy doing sales and marketing there. Ask them if you know anything you can about the company. Ask who does the hiring, are there incentives, etc. Because the more research you can do and the more connection to current employees you can get, the better chances you have of getting in, and the more knowledge you have about the recruitment process. So when you come in to actually applying for a position for that company, or even figuring out if the company does have positions, you have a big leg up. You've done competitive intelligent research, and I would even ask, if you message the employees, who is the hiring director? Who should I email about job positions? Who should I talk to? And that way you can get a referral to talk to somebody who actually is a decision maker. And you're gonna have a much better chance of getting a job if you actually directly message or email the hiring director rather than go through some site like Craigslist or Monster or Indeed. You create much better chances for yourself. Make sure you slam that like button if that's something you didn't think of. If you have done this, make sure to leave a comment below. Now, last but not least is actually attending conferences. Now this may seem like a kind of odd thing to suggest. Why would you attend conferences if you don't work for a company? That costs money. And certainly conferences cost about maybe $1,000 to attend your typical conference. But if you have that money and you really want a good job, I would highly suggest you do this. You're gonna get much more money out of a job if you attend a conference, because businesses want to do business with people who are interested in their industry. And if you attend a conference that Google is at, or American Express, or Husky, or Nikon, they're gonna be impressed by the fact that you are in their business turf and you're actually doing stuff, and getting a face-to-face meeting with real employees that work for that company is going to act so much in your benefit you won't even believe it. Most college students, most millennials these days, they just fill out forms on online job boards. You're gonna separate yourself from the rest of the people that are going the lazy route by leaps and spades if you've already met in person with some employees at conferences, if you've followed up and messaged and done some research on the hiring and recruitment process, and then you actually message the companies you want to work for directly. You're just gonna have such an unfair advantage in getting a job in sales and marketing. It will blow your mind. And as a result, you'll also make more money. You'll also be able to pick and choose from more jobs. This is the way to go. And if you don't know what companies you want to work for, then you probably don't want to work for them. You're probably doing the wrong thing. Find companies you want to work for. That's how it starts. So that's how you get a job in sales and marketing. Next, I'm gonna go over how you can actually start marketing without a degree by selling your own product. Selling your own product is often called drop shipping, or it's called e-commerce. And there's a lot of people selling their own products on the internet, on Amazon or eBay or Shopify, their own websites, etc., and making tons of money. Amazon's worth $1 trillion, and 60% of the products sold on their site are from just random individuals. Oftentimes they're just kind of millennials that decided to find a cool product somewhere. Maybe they're traveling in Thailand and they said, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is a cool painting. I'm gonna sell this in the US. And they list it on Amazon, and you sell it over and over and over again, and you make money over and over and over again. Now, some of the requirements of doing this that you should understand are that, first off, you will need to buy inventory, okay? So if you wanna get started in this inventory, you'll need to set up a business, such as an LLC or an S Corp, or that's in the US. Other countries, you'll have to set up some sort of business. You'll generally need a location. You'll need some sort of location, whether that be a home office, whether that be an actual office location. You perhaps may need a warehouse or space in a warehouse. And in order to do all of this, you're looking at around $5,000 to $25,000 to get started selling your own product. Now, if you have that sort of money, great. I would say spend it and start your own product. Try it out. You'll get a great deal of experience starting your own product, trying to market your own product, doing the research, figuring out the methods to do it by going through this process. And if you're looking to learn more about how to get started with free traffic methods to get people coming to your websites, make sure you check out one of my other videos that goes over how to actually get free traffic to your websites so that you can market your product, whatever you set up. Now, last but not least is you can sell somebody else's product. And this is where I've made the bulk of my money. And what this is called is it's called affiliate marketing. It's called affiliate marketing because you're an affiliate. You're affiliated with the company. You're not working for the company, and you are marketing them. I found this to be the best. I love this because you don't have to deal with inventory. You don't have to deal with location. You don't have to deal with any of customer service or any of that back end stuff that is annoying and takes time. All you do all day long is you just focus on marketing, 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 marketing. And marketing, the number one aspect of that is traffic. How do you get people coming to websites? And once again, if you're looking to figure out about how to do that, I have a ton of videos on traffic. Check out, some people call me the traffic lord. No, not really, but that would be cool. But you can check out some of my videos about how to get traffic. I talk about all different methods. This is probably the biggest issue for people starting businesses online because like I said in the previous example, you can buy $25,000 worth of inventory, but if you have no idea how to get people coming to your website to actually buy the product, you don't make any money. You make nothing. Just by buying inventory doesn't help you. So that's why I show people how to get free traffic for free without advertising. You can get people coming to your website. Now, watch my channel. Make sure you subscribe to learn more about it. If you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, which is where you market other people's products and earn a commission each time a product gets sold and that person had clicked on your link at some point, then check out my video on the top affiliate networks or how to do affiliate marketing, because this is what I love doing. My business makes as much as $900,000 a month. We average about $500,000 a month, and we market other people's products, and we're able to make that sort of income. So you'll see affiliate links in my description, all sorts of stuff. So you'll learn about it if you follow my channel and check out my other videos. I also encourage you to join our communities. We have a lot of community members in our Discord chat channel if you prefer just chatting with people in real time. We also have a subreddit forum where you can discuss different tactics to make money online. And we have our own Facebook group where we can post in and we do announcements where you can learn more marketing methods, learn with each other. We almost have 1 million people a month watching this channel, so I can't answer questions personally anymore. I get thousands a day, but I created spaces for you to interact with other people to figure out what are the best ways to